Hey guys, this is Jason. It's a beautiful rainy Saturday, and what we're going to do today is we're going to cook up some spicy chicken. What we're going to do first is we're going to marinate it in the fridge, and we're going to illustrate the whole technique involved, our little practices that we use when we cook chicken. I've cooked chicken a million different ways. I have high cholesterol problems, so usually pork and chicken is what I usually eat the most of, and I really enjoy cooking this chicken out on the grill. And you know, it's something fun to do, and you can really do anything with it, the chicken, and that's what we're doing today. And I'll show you the whole technique I use and illustrate it for you, and I hope you like it. Alright. Now, a lot of people say that you can marinate these in the fridge with this red hot. We like hot and spicy, but I don't agree with them at all. I think mostly what that's good for is just keeping the chicken moist, so when you cook it on the grill, it doesn't burn up and get all dried out. So besides that, what you want to do is there's fat right here on the side. You're going to want to cut that off. I'm not really sure I can do that with one hand. But after I've got this chicken all prepped, I'll show you my next step. What we got here is homemade Italian dressing, and we're going to use about 1/4 cup That's mostly just for the oils and the stuff in it. And we've got this Frank's Red Hot Original. Not going to want to put too much in there, probably a couple tablespoons. Give it a little flavor. That was probably approximately 3 tablespoons. And last but not least, your favorite soda or your beer. It's going to let that sit in the fridge for approximately an hour, maybe an hour and a half. This is going to be our dinner, and it's approximately, well, it is 11:15, so we're going to let that sit, and that'll soak up all the juices and all the marinades, and the chicken will be a lot easier to cook on the grill. Let's get some charcoal. Alright, let's start some charcoal up. It's raining out a little bit, so alright guys, we'll see you after that gets going. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take a little olive oil, probably the rest of that, going to sprinkle it all over and rub it in with my hands, and then we'll be ready for the grill. And I tell you, I've tried to get these chicken wings and the little buffalo wings and all that stuff hot and spicy with marinating them in bowls for days on end, and it just don't work. So this is just mainly so your chicken don't dry out when you cook it on the grill. Okay. Alright guys, what we're going to be doing today is going to be barbecuing some chicken. It's raining pretty good out today, so I'm not going to be able to film this as I have to hold an umbrella over my head, but what I'll do is I'll explain to you, and I'll illustrate it for you as I usually do when you're cooking this chicken. What I'm going to be doing is I'll be taking it right out of the bowl. It's raining pretty good, so I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear me all that well. Seasoning salt, onion powder, and just black pepper is what we're going to be using. Now, like we were talking about, guys, that's got onion powder, seasoning salt, and pepper. And what we'll do is we want to flip this over. I wouldn't really go more than 2 at a time. It doesn't really work any better when you got 3 or 4. It's the only 2 that seem to cook in the time you need them to anyway. So, and again, we're using a Weber. That's a Weber grill. And now we'll just shut that lid and let that cook for 5 or 10 minutes. No joke, it's downpouring, so I'll pan over and I'll show you the chicken. I mean, this is what you want to look for, no matter what kind of chicken that you're cooking after you're done browning the skin. In my opinion, that's the best way to do it. Otherwise, you get soggy skin, and I like my chicken to have nice crispy skin. So I'll show you what the end result looks like after you do it like we're doing right now. And we're right in the middle of a downpour, so this is nothing that we're going to do exact amounts or nothing like that. Now, even though honey is sticky and it looks like it's a thick sauce, when you heat it up it becomes thin. We talked about this earlier. Frank's Red Hot Original. I don't know, you guys in other parts of the world might have different kinds of hot sauce. This is what we have around here. You can buy stuff that's wicked hot and spicy. I don't know, this is just regular hot, and that's usually how we do it. And you want to fill that up. Probably about to right there. And all you're going to do is you're going to throw that in the fire. As you can see, I mean, nothing's pulled away from the bone. We're probably about 45 minutes into the cook. The chicken doesn't really take all that long. You don't want to cook it to death, but you want it cooked. So you want the sauce that you're going to put on there, if you like hot and spicy sauce with a little sweetness to it, on right about around that time, about 45 minutes into it. And after that warms up and that becomes thinner, we'll get back to it. Alright, we're about to, an hour later, apply some of this sauce. Now this is awesome stuff. You guys got to try this. I tell you, you can smell this from a mile away. It's nothing real thick that's going to stick on this chicken, but every single little piece I would put on a generous proportion. Some of that honey might not be exactly cooled. I mean, not cooled down, but heated up. But if you stir it up, that stuff is going to be perfect. Boy, it smells awesome. You guys got to try this out. Alright. And I want to thank you guys for putting up with my my rainy day cook on my Weber grill. It's some delicious smelling chicken. I won't even bother taking it off the grill and torturing you guys. But yeah, this is my how to cook in rainy weather video, and I hope you guys liked it. All right.